As the day unfolded, we kept hearing from parents who said they learned about the deadly shooting when their children called them from inside Antioch High School just moments after shots were fired.
There's now some concern, though, that in the future, if another school shooting takes place, those kinds of calls could be silenced.
WSMV4 investigative reporter Stacey Cameron joins us now. And Stacey, tell us why.
Well, it's all because of a bill that has been introduced in both the House and the Senate here in Tennessee that would ban students from making phone calls using their cell phones in the classroom. Now, that bill, as I mentioned, was introduced in both the House and the Senate. And if it passes, it would allow school districts in each district here in the state, require them to pass a policy that would ban the use of cell phones in those school buildings. Now, there is some criticism of people to that bill saying that they don't like it because it could keep students in situations like this from being able to contact their parents. Now, I spoke with one of those critics, State Representative Antonio Parkinson, who told me why he doesn't like the idea of this bill. You have some concerns about this bill if it passes. What are those?
Student safety is the main point. Given the climate that we're in with the frequency of school shootings, the frequency of these major events at our schools, I think it would be ill thought of, on our parts to, take these phones away from our children. Now, I believe that there should be a policy in place that tells the children that they cannot have their phones out, during classroom time and during instruction or whenever else, those school leaders say that they shouldn't have their phones out. But to actually take or confiscate their phones from them, I think that's a bad idea. That's bad policy, especially given all of the things that are taking place in our society today.
Now, just a few moments ago, I spoke with Senator Joey Hensley. He's one of the lawmakers sponsoring the bill to ban cell phones from being used in class. I asked if there's plans to amend the bill after today's shooting and ensure that parents in situations like this can get texts or calls from their children. Calling today's shooting a terrible tragedy, the senator told me it's possible some of the language in the bill could be changed, but he pointed out there is a clause in the bill that allows students to use their phones in the case of a health emergency or an emergency like the one we saw today at Antioch High School. Live in the studio, I'm investigative reporter Stacey Cameron.
Okay.